Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again with our Xbox that we repaired a few videos ago, if you recall. Still got the sticker from the thrift store. I spent 15 bucks about, you know, with tax and all on this Xbox, and when I got it home, there was a few problems with it. There was a short, one of the traces that goes back to the microcontroller that, controls powering on and all that sort of thing. That was all dicked up. So we had to, we fixed that up. The CD drive had a problem. We just gave it a bit of lube. The thing is still working fine, and where we left it off, we put a pretty blue LED ring light kind of thing going on there. And, I don't know, I kind of want to do some more modding on this thing. As you see, it's pretty dusty. Haven't used it a whole lot since I fixed it, but I was playing some Destroy All Humans, which, pretty fun game. But what's different now is I moved again, and I have a lot more space to film videos, and also I have this workshop space now where I can, work on little projects like this, doing mods and whatever. And what my idea for this, I've seen this done on a couple of different people's Xbox mods, is they actually would cut out underneath the Xbox logo here on the top, route out a hole, put some LEDs around that, and then, you have this light up too, which I thought looked pretty cool. But I want to take it a step further. I have some LED strip lighting somewhere, RGB stuff, that I kind of want to see what kind of clearance there is, see if I can fit that in there, and also change this out here to be RGB, have a couple of potentiometers around the back that you can twist and turn, and you can make it any color you want. And that sounds like it'd be pretty awesome. A few people recommended maybe doing some kind of soft mod, upgrade the hard drive in here, do the thing with the emulators and burn games. There's also a thing where you could make your Xbox like a media center system, which, why the hell would I want to do that? I have a PlayStation 4 with Netflix and Plex and all that in the other room. I don't know why the hell you'd want to make this a media center when the best it can do is component output, so we're not going to do that. But at least for this video, I want to try doing that lighting mod, just cosmetic for now. I'll look into more of what it takes to do the soft modding at some point. I think you need a copy of Splinter Cell something, which I do have. And you need to make like a mod breakout cable that you could plug a flash drive in and do all kinds of hocus pocus alchemy. But yeah, we'll get to that later. And of course, it's always smart and safe and a wise idea to make sure your console is not only off but unplugged from the mains power before fucking around with it. I know I also said I maybe want to do a video cleaning up the controllers, but I already did that. I didn't think to film it. But I don't know. I always hit up thrift stores and random surplus junk places, and oftentimes they have game controllers like the Xbox controllers. I actually picked up one of the big original Duke controllers, and that one was fun to work on. But yeah, if I ever find any more, I'll do a video cleaning up controllers. Alright. Where did we leave this? I also just remembered, I have an entire second replacement Xbox shell, so in case I fuck something up, we're covered. We can fuck up at least once pretty badly before we're boned. Okay, so really what I wanted to see was the clearance. I gotta get this off. I wanted to see the clearance from underneath this to this, and it doesn't seem like there's a lot, but this metal shit is in the way. I gotta get this off. Not even close. Fuck it. Fucking bastard. Now, before you go calling me a pussy, I hate third-degree burns just as much as the next guy. Toasty. Just heating it up from the back now, hopefully gonna loosen up some of that adhesive they're using. Shit. Damn, this is hard. Aha! Ew. Well, that's It's off of there. Didn't even scratch it too much. As they put that there. Zobix. Now it seems as though this, the logo, goes pretty much all the way up to the edge. So if we want something for it to still sit on, we might need to keep a lip. Otherwise, my other idea was, I was thinking I might try to put like plexiglass under here so it's clear. I don't know yet. Oh, yeah, that's right. Plastic likes to bite. That went quick. Jesus. Ew. It's all green. Oh, yep. Once it goes, it goes. We have 3 holes. We successfully made a hidden Mickey. Ooh. Dingly. It's like an instrument. Oh, no, I won't do it. Ring it in. Alright, we're going to try out the splendiferous Chinese-made Swedish IKEA hole saws. That one looks just about perfect. Let's see, what do we do with these? Never used one of these before. So just, is that it? Close enough. Ah, fuck. Yeah. Ring. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, maybe later we'll start an orchestra. You know that thing I said about maybe wanting to keep a lip? Don't know if that's gonna happen. It's the only reason I don't want to use the Dremels, because every time you gotta fucking change the thing, it's a big take for fucking ever. Safety glasses again, because I don't trust this tool. And it's relatively cleaned up. And fairly even. Took out a little too much right there, but you know, what are you gonna do now? Alright. That's our clearance we have to deal with. Not a lot. So, how the hell are we gonna do that? The original thought was I could just take the LED strip and make a loop of it around the outside of the hole, you know, facing inwards. But since there's not really any room, that might not work at all. So kind of what I'm thinking now, since it looks like there's a bit of a gap around. I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but there is a couple of millimeters worth of gap between the bottom of this plastic and the actual top of the junk inside. So maybe what we could do is just have like a piece of paper on the top of it, something white and reflective there, and then the LEDs could actually be around the outside here, just pointing straight down. I don't know, let's find out. Alright, this video has been almost a year in the making, and by that I mean I haven't worked on it in pretty much a year. I believe the last bit of footage you saw was recorded in November of 2016, and it's currently December of 2017. So that just goes to show I'm a slow motherfucker. I did most of the work on this though off camera more recently, and here's what we got at the moment. RGB. Right now it's just doing color cycling. It's actually hooked up with, you know, one of these remotes, so you could just point it right at it and change the colors to whatever you like, as well as have, you know, disco mode. So I'm going to show most of the work I've done on this since the last thing you saw, and how I'm doing some of the stuff inside, because I didn't really film much of the process because I'm a jackass. Alright, this is kind of a pain in the ass. So I got the front panel rigged up for RGB to try to synchronize the colors with the jewel on the top. So I could do, red, green, blue, and so forth. The problem is on the actual light strips, for every LED, they use 3 resistors, one for each color. And I was trying to be lazy and just use one, for the whole thing. So the resistance value is wrong for blending colors. So like for instance white, get a nice white up top, but that comes up red because I was stupid and didn't really think about that being an issue. Like, why don't I just use one resistor? And it turns out on the light strip they're actually all different values to help blend the color, and it probably depends on the LED itself and the voltage and so forth. So this is a bigger pain in the ass than I thought it would be. I mean, you can do that just fine, but as soon as you try to blend colors, you get a different result on the front. That you could tell is mismatched. Same with that. That is okay. That looks a lot more matched on camera than it does in person. I'm not sure what I should do about that, if I should bother trying to fix it or not. Plus, with the way this is all rigged up and hot glued together now, kinda makes it tricky. Alright, with a quick fiddle fuck around, bodging in a couple of resistors, just playing with values to see what I could get. This was probably the closest match. In person, it definitely looks a lot closer than it does on camera. Still looks a little bit kind of purpley on there. But now, at least when you do this, it doesn't seem to fall horribly out of sync, or mismatch, or whatever you want to call it. Let me speed that up a bit. That seems a lot closer. And surprisingly, it seems like it's actually all gonna fit in here. I did have to chew away at the part of the shielding there just to make sure I could get all this shit in there. Basically got this new cable here, which runs the RGB crap. Got a bunch of X's here just for testing. Yeah, it's coming together. Just gotta finalize it basically now. So yeah, I guess first things first, when it comes to this Xbox Jewel, this is the same one I took off. I just sanded it down through the green part. The silver lettering is recessed, so that'll just stay there. And yeah, I just scuffed it, sanded it, polished it a lot, and now it's kind of like a lens, as you can see. And it doesn't really stay affixed to this. It's just kind of sits in there. It's nothing special yet. I'm still trying to figure out, I'm probably going to need to cut out a circle of plexiglass this size just for it to sit on. Maybe like, epoxy it or something. But yeah, right now it's just freewheeling. Alright, so the first notable change in here, I have upgraded the hard drive to a 300 gig Western Digital Caviar, whatever the fuck drive. Only IDE hard drive I had laying around. Surprisingly, it worked out. And along those lines, I have fully soft modded this Xbox. If anybody wants to know more about that or see some shit regarding that, I might have to do it in another video. And then we have this little doodad. This is for the light strip coming out from here. I actually had a little, LED light strip controller module that I just ripped apart and glued in there. And the infrared receiver from that goes to the front. Also got red, green, and blue and 12 volts to the front panel for the RGB in the ring on the front. Comes back soldered onto the board here. I've got a Molex splitter here, so I can basically keep powering the hard drive and get the 12 volts to the little LED strip brain box. Just doing it like that. And yeah, this goes to the LED strip on the top. And basically, when it comes to the top, the way I got away with doing this, it's basically just a piece of regular printer paper, and then a piece of scuffed up plexiglass. Just took some Scotch-Brite to it. And then here are all the light strips here, all wired together. And then the connector here that connects to that. And that's basically about it. It's nothing too special, actually. And yeah, that's essentially it. Color modded Xbox. It's soft modded. I think it looks pretty cool. Still need to figure out a way to get this to stay properly. Gamers, you gotta have RGB. RGB. It's 2017. How the fuck do you not have an RGB Xbox? What the fuck is wrong with you? New from Corsair Gaming. Get your fucking Xbox
all our fucking BG, motherfucker. We're gonna fucking pwn some noobs because it's RBG, RGB, fucking noobs.